This is Mrs. Cucuzzi. I'm going to show you step 2, how to find and add your image to your document. What you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to go to Google or Britannica Image Quest or whatever search engine you want to use. I'm going to go to Google, and once I'm there, I'm going to search whatever it is I want to use as the subject for my project. It can really be whatever you want. It could be a person, a landscape, an object. I'm going to do the Eiffel Tower just because it's something super recognizable. I'm going to click on images, and then I'm going to see all of the different images of the Eiffel Tower. If I click on settings, okay, I can go to advanced search and change the size of the pictures that are popping up. The same thing works with tools. So I'm just going to click tools, and I want a large size, meaning a large pixels per inch, so that when I blow it up, it's not going to get all pixelated. And the usage rights, you can click on the usage rights and change how they're filtered by license. Because we're going to be doing something super artistic and changing this, we're okay with just borrowing a picture off someone's page because these are artist pictures and they own the rights to them. But if we are changing them noticeably, we're okay with that. That's artistic license. Okay, so I'm going to go to the picture I want to use, and I'm actually going to go to the site. I'm not going to just take it from the thumbnail. And I'm going to right click to copy this. I'm going to copy the image, and then I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to go back to my Photoshop document, which we made just a little while ago. Along the top, I'm going to find the word edit, and I'm going to say paste. And what's going to happen is it's going to paste my picture on the page. So again, I went to edit and I said paste. You're used to right clicking to paste. It's a little different here. So you do have to say edit and paste. Now I've pasted my picture on here. Yours might be bigger, yours might be smaller. Okay. This is the size of mine. It's sort of medium. Now I want to move my picture up to the corner. So this top tool is the move tool. It sort of looks like a cross with little arrows on the end. I'm going to click on the move tool, and then I'm going to click on my picture, and I'm going to move it up to the top corner. If I feel like I need to see it from farther out, I can view zoom out. So I'm going to move my picture up to the top corner, and then I'm going to take the corner and I'm going to shrink it up a little bit, because what I want is I want to be able to fit maybe 4 or 5 across. Okay, and then I've got my picture in place, and I adjusted it with the move tool. Over here on the side, these are layers. So the background is one layer, and that's just the white in the background. And the second layer is my picture of the Eiffel Tower. Look, I can hide the layer by clicking the eye. Okay, but what I want to do now is I want to click in the layer with the Eiffel Tower, and I want to right click and say duplicate the layer. Okay, and I want to move the Eiffel Tower over. And then I want to right click again, and I want to duplicate the layer and say okay. And I want to move the Eiffel Tower over. Okay, and then I want to right click again, and I want to duplicate the layer and say okay, and I want to move the Eiffel Tower over. Okay, I'm going a little off the edge. That is fine. I'm going to duplicate the layer again, and this one I'm going to start here. So these are just a little bit staggered. And I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to say okay. And you're going to continue until your picture fills the page. Now, if your picture is too big, you're not going to be able to get many images on. You want to get around 12 or more images on. Okay, I would say keep in mind the more you have, the more work it's going to be. So as long as you have 12 or more, you're fine. Okay, I actually did pretty good on the spacing. I'm not going to have a lot of spacing left over. Okay, I will show you later on in the next step. If you have too much space, I'll show you how to crop it. Okay, but for now, mine is looking good. I just happened to space that really well. Okay, I'm going to say okay. So now I've got all my different layers of my Eiffel Tower, and I've created a grid with my images. Now I'm going to say File, Save, okay? And I am ready to move on to step 3. Quick review. I got my picture, I right-clicked to copy it, I went back to my document, and I said Edit, Paste, Once I pasted on, I was able to resize it with a little move tool on the top. I could also move it. And then I right-clicked in the layers to duplicate it. And that's how I got my grid. Okay, so I'm gonna close this up, and if you're ready, we can move on to step 3.